quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down throw for Jackson. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Hey, middle.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And that really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Second down now, 7 to go. And it's picked off, but, yeah, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Read and react. Gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going. Got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Lamar off the play fake. This one finds Taylor. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First down, here's Lamar. Taylor makes the catch. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Offense set for a first and 10. Working inside the red zone. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again is Lamar. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And this one doesn't go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, route.
Drive begins. He loses the football. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Hey.
Lawrence now off the play action. Finds a man right side. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Lisa 24. Silver.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, run. Silver.
Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey, go.
It's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. ETN on the catch. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Take right open.
From the 32. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Now toss it to ETN. Oh, the football's loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know, man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Ready up.
This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty, resets that marker. Short pass caught by his tight end. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the red zone now. This one falls incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Season 24. Here we go.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That's good for 6 yards, but it sets up fourth down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
What ain't it?
Now Jackson off the play action. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Offense up to the line fast.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 9-yard line.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option do the same thing with their throws.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Silver!
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Lawrence trying again on second. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence facing third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Logan Cook on the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Play fake, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
All right, here we go. Second down. Trying again following the sack. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Escapes a defender. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Lamar now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Blitz coming, Lamar. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff is going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Hey, Lion. 11, add in.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Let's go, 52.
Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. After the sack, another pass on second down. He beams one deep right side.
can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. He'll throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens make it a 3-possession game. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
We're at 23.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Hey, let's go.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Take it easy. Route. Silver.
Lawrence to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, hey, hey.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Lawrence working from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, run.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Has some space inside the 15. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Rip, 23. 11. Go. Here we go.
Lawrence throwing here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars get it back to a 14-point game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returnable from the 2. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Pressure coming. It's Jackson. Hits his running back. Spins out of one stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Walker hauls it in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good.
They brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Red on red.
On the draw, it's Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. This, our last play of the quarter. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our week. They've got 1st down from the 31. Lamar off to play fake. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens make it a 24-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
11. Hey. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one's cut along the left sideline. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Now Lawrence. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Man in motion here. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. They'll run it with Pacheco. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. And he is stopped a long ways from that line to gain. They force a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a fourth down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground and power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
So after we saw fourth down last snap, now we've got first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens continue piling it on here in the fourth. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set them up with a feint one way, and then you hit them with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell, stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Lion. Go, let's go. Here we go.
Now it's Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Take right open. Silver.
Lawrence trying again on second. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Big 13 heavy.
Desperation time here on fourth. Cut for big yards on the right side. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points.
17.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Play action now with Jackson. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be Jaguars football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Lawrence in the pistol. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Hey.
Another carry for him. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there. Trying to set this up quick. They give it to him again. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They'll send him over right. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he... A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, hey. 180.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Finish it on.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
Finish it.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the...